In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a floor plan that is probably one of the worst investment you can make in a pre-sale project. Wood frame, concrete, it does not matter whether you're investing or something that you're looking to move into. It's the worst floor plan you can buy. Now, it's not the layout, it's the premium that developers charge on this floor plan. This floor plan did not exist about 2 to 3 years ago. It was introduced by developers to make more money per square foot for their project. It was introduced by adding it about 10 or 15% of the total product mix. And then because when they realized they make so much more money on this floor plan, they introduced it. Now some projects are coming up with this floor plan as 50% of their product mix. This is replacing the one bed and dens. This is replacing a lot of the one bedroom condos because developers make more money on this floor plan. I'm going to jump on the screen here. I'll show you what it looks like and I'll tell you why it makes 0 sense for you to buy this floor plan unless you get the right price point. And I'll tell you how to get the right price point on this one. It's not the layout, it's how they market and charge you a premium. So pay attention. Let me just jump on the screen here for you guys quickly. Awesome. All right, as you guys can see, I got 2 floor plans here. This one here is your traditional 1 bed, 1 bath floor plan on the left here. And this one is 500 square feet. It's probably going to cost you anywhere around $400,000 in the Fraser Valley right now. And this comes to about $800 a square foot. Mind my writing. So 800 square foot, 1 bed, 1 bath. That's probably what you get for this floor plan. It's a 1 bed, clean layout. Nothing really wrong with the floor plan. Now this here is the infamous junior 2 bed, 1 bath. Now, a lot of people love these floor plans, especially the developers and a lot of agents, because they're easier to sell and to fool a lot of the investor pool and even the buyers. But I'll break down the numbers for you what this looks like. Now, if you're paying in a normal scenario, $400,000 for a 1 bedroom condo, and if this was now a 1 bed and den, 1 bed plus den, and let's say the size went from 500 to 550 square feet, right? In theory, in normal times, your dollar per square foot cost should go down. When the floor plans get bigger, the dollar per square foot cost comes down. Look at all the history of pre-sale projects and even resale values. 1 bed and dens are cheaper per dollar square foot because they're bigger units and you're not going to get the same dollar per square foot. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to be nice. And I'm going to say you're still going to pay $800 a square foot. For a unit this size, actually, I'm going to compare same unit. So let's say 567. So this size, 1 bed and den, should cost you around $453,000. That should be the price for a 1 bed and den at the same dollar per square foot. Technically, this should be around $429, $439. That's what I would be paying if I was buying a den compared to a 1 bed. And that too, I wouldn't buy it as an investment. If you were a buyer, I would say, sure, you want to live in it. You're going to use it for your office space. It's big enough den, go for it, no problem. That's what a normal 1 bed and den would be priced at right now in this market. Now, because developers realize they're not making much money on the dens, they introduced the idea of something called, I'm just going to move this floor plan here so I got room, a junior 2 bedroom. Ignore this because this is just the marketing stuff. If I talk about, this is marketing, square footage is 567. This is your den, right? This is what a den looks like. The only thing they did is added a closet. So when they add a closet, this costs people a lot of money because ultimately what developers do is they change this from a den to a bedroom now because there's a closet. Technically on the MLS, that's not a closet. That's not a bedroom. If it's got a window, then it's considered a bedroom. But that too, like a 40, 50 square feet bedroom is not really a bedroom in the Fraser Valley. That's kind of what people see on the resale value. When you take a 567 square foot floor plan, turn it into a junior 2 bedroom condo, this is what you get. You get this kitchen that's being pushed out into your living room. It's a lot more crammed just so the developers can make more money. Now, people don't understand this stuff because they're not able to see this unit in person, so they can't tell the difference. This is a 1 bed and den marketed as a junior 2 bedroom. Now, this one is going to be marketed at $489,900 to $499,900. That's normally what ends up happening. So when you have this price point, right? Look anywhere in the Fraser Valley. Just want to make sure that it doesn't do what it's doing right now. If you look in the Fraser Valley, that $500,000 is what you're going to get for this floor, or what you're going to pay for this floor plan. There's nothing cheaper. A junior 2-bedroom condo, 550, 60, 70 square feet is not cheaper than $500,000 in the Fraser Valley. You just went from buying a 1-bedroom condo. If you want this deal, I'll get you this deal because that's what it's worth. 1-bedroom condo, $400,000. And I'm talking like Guildford, anywhere in Surrey, some parts of Langley, not Willoughby, but some parts of Langley, you can get that price point. In here, you're now gone to $877 a square foot. Okay. You went from $800 a square foot to $877 a square foot. And your plan got bigger. Like the plan's bigger. In theory, the dollar per square foot cost should go down, not up. Just because they can market this to fool investors thinking you're going to get more rent, you're going to sell for more, it's a 2nd bedroom, blah, blah, blah. It's still got a 1 bathroom. The only time I would say a junior 2-bedroom exists in any theory is if this one doesn't have the window, totally fine. This is big enough and you have a 2nd bathroom. And the floor plan has to be minimum 700 square feet. 680, 690, totally fine. But 700 square feet is the bare minimum you want for a junior 2-bedroom condo. That's when it makes sense. That's when you'll have a buyer who's willing to pay that price or a price that is going to make you some money. When you go from $800 a square foot to $877 a square foot, now you just paid $500,000 for this junior 2-bedroom condo. This is where you lose all the money. This, in theory, should have been $450,000 if you were even doing the same dollar per square foot cost. So if you go to a project and they present you with this junior 2-bedroom plan, you're going to say, no, thank you. I'm not interested unless the dollar per square foot cost is the same.